A new generation of trainers stands at the foot of a mountain. Up at the peak sits the thrones of 4 kings. 2 thrones sit empty, and at their feet is a wave of veteran trainers aiming for greater heights. Who will come out on top? Find out now on the Weekly RemARC! Hello everybody, you're listening to the Weekly RemARC. I am Dozer, and I'm just going to apologize in advance for if I sound a little weird. I'm not sick, but allergies are a pain, and also if you hear any weird noises in the background, maintenance is doing some stuff. It's not pleasant. It's been one of those days. But anyway, let's just jump right into this thing with some announcements. First off, this is the big thing from last week. A new Undisputed Intercontinental Champion has been crowned. Wyui. Wyui is a 2-time IC champion now and has proven once again that they deserve that title. But can they hold on to it and defend it moving forward? We'll find out at Event Card 7. For the Dark Matches tab, this is something new, a new tab added in the ARC Hub that tracks the Dark Matches completed during the current ARC week. It shows the replay links and the arena in case we have multiple formats in one week. It also shows your match count and record for that week. Taking a look at our number 1 contender tourney, the semifinals are here. Abrant will get the week off from the tournament as he waits to find out who his opponent will be between Syracuse and Otto. Otto has bested Sai 3 out of the 5 times they faced, including twice in VGC. But this match is in doubles battle spot, barring a change of venue, which was the same arena back in round 2 when Sai gave Otto his first loss in this tournament. The IC champion awaits. The newly crowned champion needs an opponent, but who is worthy? Over the next 2 weeks, trainers that currently have 2 or less wins right now will be in a quick point scramble. Whoever finishes week 6 with the most points will face Wyui at the event card for the Intercontinental Championship. So win your matches, and hey, hidden powers will help with the points too. On the ladder climb, Abrant and Venge have both moved up to Ace Trainer as Na makes their way up to Rising Star, and Tier Shift's Sandslash has dropped from NU to PU. And our Dark Arena this week is Doubles Partner in Crime. Moving on to the battle breakdown, let's start off with the Show Me Your Power. There's quite a few here. So these were hidden powers that were used for week 714. With Abrant, he used a change of venue versus Syracuse from battle spot doubles to singles overs and stacked that with a plus power. Super confident, Abrant wants to stack points and probably just spend some IV since he's near the cap. Venge cashed in a plus power versus Mugen. Reggie versus Otto. Here's an HP chain if we've ever seen one. Reggie used a change of venue, moving it from singles Lil Cup to singles OU. Otto used plus power. Otto submitted after knowing Reggie had switched to OU, although Otto had stated that he would submit a plus power every week, and this is his 3rd week in a row doing so. Then we have Hashak, who used a stance change versus Na, swapping out Fairy for Water. And then finally, the Wyui versus Sments matchup. Wyui led forward, swapping Fairy for Ground, and then in response, Sments dropped his Poison in favor for Flying. So that was a weird interaction when we saw 2 stance changes being used against each other. And now for hidden powers that are effective starting 715. For yours truly, the one, the only DozerZigashi, stance change came in, I dropped Electric for Water. And Sments came in using a conversion from solely singles UU to singles UU and Ubers, changing his mastery to Ubers. On to last week's battles, we had the number 1 contender tournament, of course. We had Abrant, the number 3 seed, using some hidden powers to topple Syracuse, the number 1 seed, in a singles Ubers match. We had Otto, the number 4 seed, eliminate Reggie, the number 8 seed, from the tournament as well in a singles OU match. On to our normal matches, we had Pierre beating iComplex. Not really in the match, it was a no-show. Remember, people, if someone submits a no-show against you, you will be instantly moved to inactive. If you want to be put on the fight card again, you will need to tell an arcade you do not wish to be inactive. Likewise, if there's battles that just don't get done, multiple battles that don't get done, you can be put inactive with little to no warning. So make sure you get your battles done, and if someone's not showing up, use that no-show form, because otherwise it could come back to bite you. Then we had I Choose Pokemon beating Heart Huang in singles RU. Dart beat Vendetta in singles OU. Fire Gem beat Dan the Gaming Man in singles UU. Na beat Hashok in singles Little Cup. Venge, rightfully so, beat Mugen in singles NU, and Yui beat Sments in singles UU in a best of 3 IC championship. And if you want to see a Rotom fan put in work, go watch this match. Top tier match. Just saying. Onto the hierarchy with league points. Bront is in first with a 4-0 record, a 4.78 strength of schedule with 12.25 points, followed up by Venge, who also has a 4-0 record, a 4.18 strength of schedule, and 9 points. And then Yui, our third trainer here with a 4-0 record, 8 points with a 0.490 strength of schedule. Otto is here in fourth with a 3-1 record and a 6.5 points, followed up by Na, who has just recently pushed their way into the top 5 with a 2-0 record and 4 points with an impressive 0.533 strength of schedule. So that's something to look out too. Na being the one in the top 5 with the highest strength of schedule. As for some ladder climbs and rise and falls, Dart has jumped up 7 places in the standings. Na and Pierre both went up 4. Choose went up 2. Dan and Heart Huang, though, they each fell 2 slots. And Vendetta and Max due mostly to inactivity, dropped down 3 spots. Onto our Dark Ladder. Of course, nothing has really changed. It's Venge, Otto, Smenta, Bront, and Dart who is on the top 5 now. And Dart has a 5-5 record with 5 points. So Bront has an 8-8 record with 8 points. Outside of, the top 2 slots where you got Venge with a 14-5 record and 20.63 points, and Otto with an 8-2 record and 12.8 points. The other points are all under 10. Easy to reach. So get some dark matches done, and maybe you too will climb your way up on the Dark Ladder. Moving on to the game corner, I'm not going to comment on things too much, but Otto and Choose both racked in perfect weeks. Pierre followed up behind that with 11 points. Everyone else, most people had 9-point weeks because the game corner was not kind to a lot of people, but it wasn't too bad. I think Reggie had the worst week, getting 3 wrong, and only his Venge pick was right. Outside of that, not much exciting happened. Outside of I think there were 2 prominent upsets. Otto, of course, which we'll get into a little bit later. And then I think the other upset was, Yui beating Sments, I think was considered a soft upset. Some people put on Yui, but a lot of people put money on Sments there. Going forth into the IV breakdown, a little bit of things have changed here. We have a Bront with 183 IVs way up there. Felt close to Choose, 167 IVs. Yui with 114. Otto 97. Fire Gem 89. Those are the top 5 IV counts for last week's active trainers. And Record Watch, the big shebang here. There's a few records we're looking at. So first off, we're going to lead off with Game Corner with some unofficial records, and that's the most spoiler points in a single week. So this was set last cycle during 616, where Reggie defeated Choose in doubles battle spot. But we have a new King of the Rock, and interestingly enough, it is Reggie passing the torch to Otto, as Reggie was trusted to win by 8 people after a change of venue to singles OU against Otto, but came up short. Otto is the new single week spoiler points leader with 27 spoiler points over Reggie's previous 26. Now on to the official record of most points spoiled in a block. Current record is 50, set by Dan. So we thought this record would last a little bit longer, but Otto has been on fire these last couple of weeks. Week 3, scoring 22 spoiler points by defeating Shiny in doubles battle spot. And of course, last week, with the 27 spoiler points eliminating Reggie from the #1 contender tournament in singles OU, Otto now has 54 spoiler points. With 3 weeks to go, will trainers continue to pick against him, or has he earned your respect yet? For our dark records, the longest winning streak was 14 set by a Bront. Venge is now halfway through to reaching this record. Another 7 games is no easy feat, especially in dark formats. Can Venge take down yet another long-standing record? Well, most battles in an arc cycle, in a cycle for dark matches, the record's 29, set by yours truly. Venge is now at 19 matches, 10 shy, with 10 arc weeks remaining in this cycle. Bront isn't too far behind with 16 matches under his belt. One of these two could be able to easily break the record. But we've seen it before where those two were close and simply stopped participating. Most dark IVs in a cycle, 79 by a Bront. Venge, Bront, and Otto are near or ahead of the halfway point. Any one of them is more than on pace to break this record, just last cycle. Just like the others, this needs constant attention, more participation, easily. The first 3 dark matches in a week, especially the first 3 dark matches in a week. For the most dark points in a cycle, the record is 26.7 by a Bront, and Venge is at 20.63 points right now. He'll have to keep his losses down, but he's on pace to break the record, take this record from a Bront too. This is a volume stat like many others, but if the losses come, the harder it will be to maintain a high point total. And on league records, I just want to put out a reminder that Venge is still on a huge hot streak. It is a 21 game win streak right now. The closest behind that, which is also an ongoing streak, is my own 12-game win streak, which is about to break, because I'm going to come back in the next couple of weeks or something like that. I don't know, maybe, probably, I'm not sure. I spent the IVs, so I might as well. So yeah, we need to end this, and then we need to see if someone can ever even get close to it again. That's not Venge. Like, because it's... like, someone, please. Please. I'm begging you. I don't want to see this record hit 30. I mean, 21 is amazing. 30 is over 2 cycles. That is a streak that extends into 3 cycles of constant battles. And oh my goodness. That's really all I have to say, though, is just a reminder. 21 game record streak on Venge right now. He's 4-0 this cycle, prime to go 14-0 unless someone comes up to him. But there's an interesting match this week where he could see some trouble. You'll find out about that, though, on tomorrow's Close Combat. Till then, I've been Dozer, signing out. Catch you all next week. Bye-bye.